Blossom, focus. Hey Blossom, today Daddy's gonna teach you some proper etiquette in this house, eating etiquette in this house. Since this is a Chinese house, you can probably guess that I'm gonna teach you how to use these. It's actually fairly simple to use a pair of chopsticks. Blossom, hey. Blossom, focus. Look at me. Uh-oh, chopped my chopstick, but it's okay. We're gonna start off with one. Okay, you have the tip here. That's the tip that's gonna touch the food. And then this other side is the other side that you're going to hold. So pretend you're holding onto a pencil or pen. You can hold up to here, right? And you're going to draw just like this, or write. But of course, these are a pair of chopsticks, so you don't hold it down here. You're gonna hold up here, just like this. And you're gonna hold it in a way where you kind of curve your index finger, and you're gonna curve your middle finger, just like this. And your thumb is just there to press it down. And all you do is move your index and your middle finger up and down, just like this. And literally, you move, nothing else. Focus. Blossom, focus. And literally, you just move this up and down. Are you falling asleep? Don't matter, making this video anyway. So you're gonna move it up and down, just like this. Okay? Now, the whole point is that this chopstick is the top chopstick. The top chopstick is the only one that moves. Once you get this action as your second nature, you are ready to put the other chopstick into the mix. So, I'm holding onto the camera with my left hand, so I'm just gonna pick up both chopsticks with my right hand. Sorry for that. So, basically, I just got back to how I was. Are you going to sleep? Are you even listening, Blossom? Alright, fine. I'm doing this for YouTube now, okay? I'm not doing this for you anymore. Anyway, so, if you ignore the bottom chopstick, which is this one right here, it looks exactly the same as before, and I am just going to do the same motion, which is using the index finger and the middle finger to move my chopsticks up and down. Now, you might hear this clicking sound. This clicking sound will indicate that your accuracy between the two chopsticks is good. Because if your chopsticks don't meet, you are not picking up anything. So think of these as tweezers, but they're not one piece. It's two pieces, just like that. You see how only two fingers are moving? That's all you need to do. Now, don't forget, okay? Don't hold your chopstick down here. It'll be really hard to close the tips together, okay? So, bring it up here. Just move, just like that. Now, what do you do with the bottom chopstick? How do you make sure that the bottom chopstick does not slide out? So let me drop the top one. I'm holding onto the bottom one, just like this. These two fingers are free. My thumb and my ring finger actually is kind of squeezing tight and stabilizing it so that it does not move sideways like this. Okay? So the bottom one gets the thumb to stabilize it and the ring finger to keep it in place, while these two just move freely. So, Blossom, did you get all that? I don't think you got all that. You're so distracted. Anyway, your little distracted face right there, whatever you were doing, I'm uploading it to YouTube. Everybody knows you're distracted now. But now you're expected to use chopsticks next time you eat. You understand? Got it? So in addition to the basics of using chopsticks, like picking up objects like this, right? You actually don't have to use any force to grab something if you know how to pick it up. So there's a way called the forklift. So what you do is, instead of picking it up like so, if you can get underneath the food, you can pretty much just do something like this. Let it sit there. Let it sit there. So I'll demonstrate. So let's say I'm using a bowl right here, and I have a few pieces of these chocolate here, and I kind of don't want to just like grab them up. What I can do is just go right underneath it and then just pick it up. Go right underneath it and just pick it up. So that's another way of using chopsticks, instead of always just grabbing it like that, like a tweezer. Another useful tip for using a pair of chopsticks is that we don't always need to use it to pick things up. You can also use it to cut things in half. So for example, I have a fortune cookie here, and I kind of want to break this in half. So I'm going to use it like a pair of scissors. So let's hope that this does not blast it everywhere, because this is crunchy. So what you can do is this. See that? Just like that. I just cracked it in half. So more than one use for a pair of chopsticks. And finally, aside from using a pair of chopsticks to pick things up or cut them in half, you can also use it to pry things apart. So here I have a slice of ham, and I want to pry it apart. What do? I poke it right in the middle, and then I just split it. Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, I'm destroying ham, but you get the point. You don't do this to ham, but you could do this to other kinds of food that is too big for one bite, and you're too lazy to get a knife and a fork to cut it in half, and you have a pair of chopsticks. This is what you can do. Looking kind of sloppy, but you get the point. So yeah, there you have it. With a pair of these, not only can you pick up objects, you can also forklift objects. You can also break things into pieces. See how that just blew up? You can also poke and stab into food. After you stab into food, you can always pry them open. So I hope you enjoy that. That was so random. Thank you guys for your time. This is a really weird combination of food, and hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys later.